Today I wanted to share with you meal ideas that I've been cooking for my family throughout the week.
Let's start with Monday's meal, cabbage stew. This dish is simple yet satisfying. I start by dicing half a cabbage and seasoning it with salt and a touch of sugar to caramelize. I cover and cook it on a low heat for 5 to 6 minutes. While that's cooking, I dice an onion and saute it until translucent. Then I add in homemade ground beef, seasoning it with salt, turmeric, paprika, garlic, and my favorite 21 season salad blend. I use a spatula to break down the meat into small pieces and cook it covered for an additional 7 to 8 minutes. Next, I combine the cooked cabbage with the meat mixture and cook for a couple more minutes. I create a small well in the middle of the pan and add pre-rinsed rice. Although I typically use short grain rice for this recipe, I used basmati today since I ran out. I pour in 1 cup of water, cover and simmer for about 8 minutes until the rice is cooked. Then I add tomato sauce, stir and cook for a few more minutes. You can add any herbs you like. Today I use basil, but cilantro is usually my go-to and it's ready to enjoy.
Often, if we don't finish something for dinner, we repurpose it the next day for a lunch, saving time and effort.
Tuesday is a pizza day in our house. If I have time, I make my own dough, but today I'm using store-bought dough from Trader Joe's. I transfer it to a bowl and cover it with a stretch in the afternoon, so it's ready for dinner. I preheat the oven with the baking pan inside to 475 degrees. Meanwhile, I sprinkle a bit of flour and stretch the dough to the desired shape. For the pizza sauce, I use leftover tomato sauce from yesterday and bruschetta. Blend it until smooth. This is the only way my picky eaters will eat this pizza. You can add any toppings you like, but I prefer to keep it plain. I shred mozzarella and Swiss cheese on top and transfer the pizza to the hot baking pan with parchment paper. It bakes for 12 to 14 minutes, making it the easiest meal in less than 15 minutes.
Since we're a busy family, most of the meals takes only 20 to 25 minutes to cook. One thing more I like to do is to serve meals in Azerbaijani style, where I lay out the veggies, herbs and bread directly on a table for everyone to serve themselves.
On Wednesday, I prepared roasted vegetables and a refreshing salad. I lined baking pans with parchment paper for easy cleanup. I did some pre-washed potatoes with the skin on and mixed them in a pan with oil, salt, turmeric, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and my favorite seasoning blend. On a separate pan, I mixed oil, salt, rosemary, garlic powder, onion powder, and seasoning blend, adding diced zucchini and baby carrots. I combined everything and baked at 400 degrees for 25 minutes. Then I removed the zucchini pan and baked the potatoes for an additional 20 minutes. While the vegetables were roasting, I made my favorite salad to complement the potatoes. It's a simple mix of diced cucumber, tomatoes, onion, salt, mayo, and cilantro. On Thursday, I prepared baked chicken thighs with pasta. I thawed the chicken overnight in the fridge and placed them on an oven-safe pan. I seasoned them with turmeric, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika, rubbing the spices in well. Then I flipped them over, poured some oil, baked them at 450 degrees for 20-25 minutes, flipping them halfway through. While the chicken was in the oven, I cooked thin spaghetti according to the packaging instructions, and voila, the meal was ready. On Friday, I made rice pilaf with meat cutlets. I cooked the rice in a boiling water with salt and turmeric until it was al dente. Then drained the water in the same pot. I added ghee butter and placed lavash bread on the bottom to prevent the rice from sticking and to create delicious crunchy lavash, which we call gazmach. I layered the rice on top of the lavash, added more ghee butter and covered it with a dish towel and a lid to absorb any excess water. For the meat cutlets, I mixed homemade ground beef that thawed overnight in a fridge. I added egg, salt, turmeric, garlic and onion powder, paprika and my favorite seasoning blend. This is my go-to for almost everything. I also added breadcrumbs to make the meat cutlets softer. After mixing everything together, I formed balls out of the meat mixture, covered them in the breadcrumbs and cooked them covered on a medium heat. Then I removed the lid and cooked them for a couple more minutes. And there you have it, my pilaf with meat cutlets.
Thank you for joining me. I hope you find inspiration for your own kitchen adventures. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more delicious content. Until next time, happy cooking!